When people talk about the cost of living in America, one of the first things that comes up is groceries. Everyone has to buy food, but depending on where you live, the price of the exact same items can be shockingly different. To see this in action, let's compare two very different places in the United States: New York City and Texas. New York City is one of the most expensive places in America. Life here moves fast, space is limited, and prices reflect that. Walk into a grocery store in Manhattan, and you'll feel the difference immediately. A gallon of milk in New York costs around $5.50. A dozen eggs can be close to $5. A pound of chicken breast is almost $6. Even bananas, one of the most basic fruits, are close to 80 cents a pound. Now let's look at Texas. Drive into a large supermarket in Houston or Dallas, and the story changes. A gallon of milk there averages about $3.20. A dozen eggs can be found for a little over $2. Chicken breast is around $3.90 per pound. And bananas? Just 49 cents a pound. That means the same grocery basket that costs $100 in Texas could easily cost $140 in New York City. So tell me, if you had to choose, would you rather spend $5 for a gallon of milk in New York or $3 in Texas? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious where you stand. But why is this happening? One big reason is transportation. New York City relies heavily on trucking to bring food into the city. Traffic, tolls, and long distances add up. Those higher transportation costs end up in the final price tag for shoppers. Another factor is rent. A small grocery store in Manhattan might pay tens of thousands of dollars every month just to stay open. To survive, those stores raise prices, and customers are the ones who pay more. Lifestyle also plays a role. In New York, people shop more frequently, often buying smaller amounts of food. Many prefer organic or specialty items, which also cost more. In Texas, by contrast, large supermarkets dominate. Families buy in bulk, and stores like Walmart or H-E-B can sell at lower prices because they move so much volume. There's also the question of scale. Texas has land. Stores can be bigger, warehouses can be larger, and trucks can unload more efficiently. In New York, space is limited, which makes every step of the process more expensive. For an average American family, these differences add up over time. If you're living in Texas, your monthly grocery bill might be several $100s less than someone living in New York. Over a year, that can mean thousands of dollars in savings. And here's the real question. Are New Yorkers getting ripped off, or is it simply the price you pay for city life? If you think Texas wins, type Texas in the comments. If you think New York is worth it, type NYC. Let's see who wins this battle. But remember, it's not just groceries. Living in New York means higher costs in almost everything: rent, utilities, even a cup of coffee. In Texas, groceries are cheaper, but you may spend more on driving, gas, and commuting. So which one is better? That depends on what you value more. The fast-paced lifestyle of New York City with everything at your doorstep, or the lower day-to-day costs and bigger spaces of Texas. And listen, half of you watching right now still aren't subscribed. Imagine paying New York prices when you could be getting Texas prices. Subscribing is free. Don't overpay. Hit that button. What's clear is that the price of food tells a bigger story about America itself. In one country, two people can live completely different financial lives, all depending on their zip code. So the next time you hear someone say the cost of living in America is too high, remember, it really depends on where you live, and even something as simple as groceries can prove it. And if you thought this was interesting, just wait. Next time, I'm breaking down the shocking cost of American healthcare. Trust me, you don't want to miss that. Subscribe now so you're here when it drops.